Okay, hey guys. Well, we're almost done with the month of October, and I have yet to actually do a overview of my horror collection. So, I've been meaning to do this, and I just haven't got around to it. So, let's get it done now and over with, so I can get this uploaded on YouTube. So, just in time for Halloween. So, all right. So, I've been collecting horror movies over the past 3 years. About 3 years ago, I had maybe half a shelf, maybe. And now I have this shelf, that shelf, and that shelf, and that shelf of all horror movies. So it's definitely grown over the past 3 years like crazy. In fact, this entire bottom shelf is what I added just this year alone. So yeah, definitely love collecting horror movies. Definitely love watching horror movies. I'm more of a old school horror movie fan. I like the older classics than the modern stuff. The modern stuff isn't horrible, but I don't think it's really as good as as the older movies. So, but I of course have a lot of the new movies in here as well, and I still have to finish. I have gaps in different types of, like I have some movies, and then I'm missing the sequels, or I have the sequels but I'm missing the original movies and stuff like that. So, it's definitely a work in progress, and but it's a lot of fun. So. Alright, so let's start on the top shelf. So, I'm not going to, show you, I'm not going to go through and talk about everything, but I'll talk about some of my favorites. I got Event Horizon, which actually I need to get on Blu-ray eventually. Very good movie. The Horror Express, which actually I have a better copy of that now. Where is it? It's actually over here. Horror Express. But this is another movie that actually just came out on Blu-ray last year, so I actually need to get another copy of that. I should probably put those two together. But, just to go through, see which... finally, this year I finally picked up Silence of the Lambs. Because I've had Hannibal for years, but I haven't had Silence of the Lambs. Well, I had Silence of the Lambs on VHS, but I just figured, it was time to get it on at least DVD. I think the movies, they're not really my type of, horror movie, but I definitely think, if you like them, it's really up to you. One of my personal favorites is the Bigfoot collection that I've been collecting over the past few years. I love getting Sasquatch movies, particularly these two, Sasquatch and Sasquatch Mountain. If you haven't seen these, if you're a Bigfoot horror movie fan, definitely check those out. Sasquatch Hunters is very good. The Shriek of Sasquatch is actually a good, really low-budget indie movie, which actually is pretty good. I really love Maneater. Blood Monkey was pretty good. Spider's Web, but that was okay. And I have, of course, some other movies. Got some of the monsters from the TV series. These are the movies they did. I think this is. I don't think that's part of that set, so it's awesome. Like I said, I have Saw 2 and Saw 3 by missing all the other Saw movies, so eventually I'll get around to it, but I try to get the best editions I can cheaply. I mean, I only paid like $1 for both of these, I think. $2 a piece. Got some Hitchcock, I got some more down below as well as we go through. Finally got all the Chucky movies, at least on DVD for the time being, so it's actually pretty cool. I found this at a Game Craze. I got the first two Paranormal Activity movies. Got the original Evil Dead, and of course I had the third movie as well. I'm missing the second one. Apollo 18. I should watch this movie this year. I keep putting it off every year. I've had this movie for like 2 years. I should actually watch that. The Dead Space movies. Love the video games. In fact, I have to get around playing the third one. I have the third one, but I just haven't played it yet, so I probably should get around to it. The Tremor movies. They just announced they're doing a... How many are they having this? 4? So they're doing the 5th one right now. And apparently it's supposed to take place in Africa, I think. I do have some doubles, like I have House of Hunt, Hell and the Last Man on Earth here. And then, of course, I have better editions of it further down. I'm a huge Vincent Price fan. I love his movies. So I have some of his. Shock. Down here we got some more horror classics. They're basically You know, everything from Bela Lugosi to I think maybe some. There might be a Vincent Price movie in there somewhere. Got some of the Goosebumps movies. Actually, I've never actually seen a Goosebumps movie. I grew up reading the books, but I've never seen them in a single movie. I've been slowly collecting. Didn't they? Well, actually, they're not really movies. They're selective episodes from the TV series that they did. One in particular, I'm actually looking forward to checking out, which I was very happy to find. Now, if only I could find it. Say Cheese and Die. I remember that was one of my personal favorites of the books that I remember reading growing up. So I should probably check out the movie. In fact, I probably should find the book. I think I have a copy of the book somewhere. I, of course, love the movies based off the book I Am Legend. So I have The Last Man on Earth. This is the really nice edition to get in America, anyway. Includes both the black and white and the colorized version, fully restored in widescreen. I might pick up the Germany Blu-ray, because here in America we haven't got the Blu-ray yet of Last Man on Earth, but there is a German Blu-ray of that movie, and it is region free, and it does contain the original English track and stuff, so definitely should maybe look into that. And of course the next one they did was the Omega Man with Charleston Heston. That was a pretty good movie. And then of course I have I Am Legend on DVD and Blu-ray. In fact, I have the collector's box set right here. And then at the same time, I believe it was the Sci-Fi Channel, I think, had a TV movie version that came out the exact same year as I Am Legend. So this one's called I Am Omega. Another great take of the story. From what I've heard, none of the movies so far are even close to the book, but that's alright. I actually need to read the book. I've never read the book. But basically, from what I heard, none of them are really close, but still, I enjoy them. So, of course, got Beetlejuice. I have the original House on Haunted Hill. This is both the colorized and black and white version. And then, of course, I have the remake as well, which I've never seen. I probably should get around to that this year. The Changeling. This is a very good movie. I really enjoy George C. Scott horror movies. Hocus Pocus. I, of course, have multiple editions now of Night of the Living Dead. Is this out on Blu-ray yet? I'm pretty sure it is out on Blu-ray. I should pick it up. And, of course, I have the remake as well. Finally got around to getting the Ring movies. I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one yet. I should get around to that. Of course, this year was the 30th anniversary of Ghostbusters. So this is the DVD edition I had for a while, which comes with a book, which is really cool. And then, of course, I was really thinking about going to see it in theaters, but I decided to hold off, and I'm kind of happy I did. So I picked up the 30th anniversary Blu-ray Digibook edition, so pretty happy with that. Got the Harry Potter movies. It's not really horror-related, but it's definitely Halloween-related, so I like to throw it in. So, got a really cool steelbook. I think this might be my only Blu-ray, my only DVD steelbook of my only DVD steelbook. So, I don't think I have any other steelbooks on DVD. I have a few Blu-ray steelbooks, but I don't have any. This might be my only steelbook. But the original Chainsaw Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I might pick up the 40th anniversary Blu-ray. I might pick that up. And of course, I have the second one as well, along with the remake. Got Hugh Jackson's Van Helsing. That's a pretty good movie. Mutant Chronicles. It's kind of a cool take movie. I actually have to watch that again. I haven't watched it in a few years. I actually pretty much forgot most of the movie. I remember a few key scenes, but I don't remember the whole movie. The Breed. Very, very good movie. If you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. Sorry about the glare of my light, but if I turn off my light on my phone, it'll just this whole place, you can't read any of the titles. So for Halloween, I didn't pick up the new Blu-ray box set because honestly I don't feel like spending $100 on all those Blu-rays. But I have all the Halloween movies. I got the original John Carpenter movies, Halloween 3, which I have to get around to watching. Let me get this out of here. Halloween 4. I basically, the two movies I really wanted to get on Blu-ray was 1 and 4. Because those are the both my favorites. I thought the other ones were okay, but the only ones I really enjoyed the most were 1 and 4. Of course, I have all the other movies as well. And of course, I do have the Rob Zombie versions as well. I need to get the extended cut of the second movie. And of course, more John Carpenter. Love John Carpenter. Then I have the Thing movies. So I had the original The Thing from Another World with James Arness, if you know him from Gunsmoke, the TV series. And of course I have John Carpenter's The Thing as well. One note to know, here in America, if you want to get all the extras, you can get the Blu-ray, but it only has like 1 commentary. If you pick up the DVD collector's edition, because there's a lot more extras. So that's why I have both. And of course the 2011 prequel to The Thing. I say the sequel to The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, was actually done in a video game, which I actually own. I think on the Xbox. I think the original Xbox, I own it. They could have done so much better with this film. The only 2 complaints I had of this film, which it would have been perfect if the director had done it. One was use practical shots, which from what I heard, they were like 98% done with the practical shots, and at the last moment the director decided to screw the practical shots and go quick with CGI, and then they just looked like crap. And 2, which I know the second biggest complaint of this film, was unlike in John Carpenter's movie, where they show the Norwegians blowing up the ice off the ship, in this movie they find it through an ice cave, which, honestly, why would you do that? I don't know. I have some of the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. I got the Alien movies, I got the Predator movies. I thought Prometheus was pretty good. I have some of the Scream movies. I have Bram Stoker's Dracula, the Francis Ford Coppola version. Going down here, I finally picked up the Amityville Horror Collection. I got the first and third Exorcist movies. I finally picked up the complete Leprechaun movie collection. I had the first 4 on DVD, but now I have it all on Blu-ray, which is pretty awesome. I do have like Dawn of the Dead. I think I have Day of the Dead somewhere around here somewhere. I have Return of the Living Dead. So I'm trying to get all those movies as well. I got some of the Hammer movies, so I got Frankenstein and Dracula. Moving along, I love these Mill Creek horror collector sets. I mean, they're not really collector sets, but the horror classic feature sets. Obviously not the best quality, but for the amount of movies you get, I mean, we're talking like 200 movies right here. So, pretty awesome stuff. Finally picked up Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds on Blu-ray. Awesome. And of course, you can't talk about horror movies without discussing the Universal Monster movies as well. So I do have like the Frankenstein Legacy Collection, Dracula, and then I have a few on Blu-ray as well. The Wolfman, Frankenstein. I'm actually in the middle of watching The Mummy right now. It's pretty good. I thought the Universal remake of The Wolfman was actually very good as well. I think they're both excellent movies. So, really happy I found this one that comes, the Creature from the Black Lagoon. I'm very happy I found this with the 3D and 2D version as well. Pretty cool. I have some of the Resident Evil movies. So, I picked up the 40th anniversary this year of Young Frankenstein. Pretty awesome on Blu-ray. And then finally this year, this was big for me. I think I'm only missing one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. But as for besides that, I've pretty much got all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies now. All of the Jason, Friday the 13th movies, and of course I do have Freddy vs. Jason, the Nightmare on Elm Street, and the Friday the 13th, all the remakes or whatever. But I pretty much got everything, so that's pretty awesome because I keep holding off every year, and this year I decided, even though the Blu-ray editions actually just came out this year, I'm pretty happy with just the DVD editions right now. Later on, if the Blu-rays become cheaper, maybe I'll buy them. But usually by the time that happens, when it comes to these type of movies, it usually goes out of print. So who knows? Who knows? I'll be happy I got the DVDs at least for now. So because it's I'm tired of watching all the TV cut down versions. So yeah, because usually I just catch these on like AMC or something, and they're always cut. So Haunting, which I actually have to see. I'm a huge Liam Neeson fan, so whenever I can find a movie with Liam Neeson in it, I definitely had to pick it up. And then of course I have one of the versions of Phantom of the Opera. I need to get the original silent movie on Blu-ray. That came out, I believe, last year, if not the year before as well. And that's pretty much it for the horror collection. Obviously, I didn't go through everything, but definitely I have a good chunk of movies. Definitely more movies need to be added. Trying to think of a particular movie offhand that I really would love to get in the collection. I don't know. Can't really think of one offhand. But there's so many titles I still need to collect for the horror collection. And of course, I'm always open to hearing about new horror movies to add to the collection as well. I'm very open to any suggestions. So, very, very cool. I really hope they come out with a Blu-ray version of The Thing from Another World. I'm probably going to pick up I see Best Buy has the Blu-ray edition of The Thing, the 2011 movie, for like $6 on Blu-ray. It actually has the Blu-ray and DVD combo pack, so I might actually pick that up just to have an upgrade of, even though the DVD looks pretty good on my TV, I wouldn't mind getting the Blu-ray. So, especially since it's so cheap. So, alrighty, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and yeah.